Aloha everybody, I'm Cheryl Hamilton, and today I've got the cutest project for you. This is a little turkey box that you can put some goodies inside, and this would be really cute to have at your Thanksgiving table or just to give to some coworkers around Thanksgiving. So stay tuned and I'll show you how to put this together. Well, I'm ready to show you how to put together this cute little turkey box. And yeah, I really think it's adorable. And so here's what you need to get started. I've kind of cut everything out. These are my dies I've used, and I started with 3 circles of pecan pie cardstock. These are cut with deckled circles, and this one is 3 1/4 inches in diameter, so you could tell which one I'm using. For the feathers, I have used this die from, it's called Wintry Treetop Dies. So, and I've cut out 5 different colors, crumb cake, cherry cobbler, pecan pie, Cajun craze, crushed curry. And we're gonna see how we just adhere these to the back of one of the circles. For the eyes, I've used these 2 circles from Round We Go dies and cut them out of basic white and basic black. And then I stuck a iridescent pearl in the middle of the black part for the eyes. For the nose, I have used Snowy Wonder to cut out this little triangle, and from pumpkin pie cardstock. And then for the, I think it's called a wattle, for that little red thing hanging from his nose, I've used cherry cobbler, and I used a retired punch called a tulip builder punch, and just cut out a piece from cherry cobbler like this. And I think that was really cute, but it's retired. And how did it go? Like this? Yeah. But so I just looked this morning, and this would also be really cute is if you just use the same Wintry Treetops dies and stuck that on there like a wattle. I think that's very cute because those things are big. If you look at turkeys, those things are bigger than their beaks or their noses. I'm not sure which one I would use, but you have to make it so that you want this to sit flat. So if you're doing the wattle, make sure it doesn't drag below like that. You want to make it go off to the side so this will sit flat on your table. But I think that's really just as cute. Okay, so did I get everything? Okay, the hat. For the hat, I've used ice cream swirl dies. I just cut like a bit of the black part from here just to make a nice shape. And I'm actually gonna cut it, well, I'll wait till I get to that part. I use this, then I cut a strip of black, a strip of Cajun craze, and I had this really glittery thing left over from something a long time ago for the buckle, but you could definitely use a gold glitter paper or whatever you have. Okay, so let's get started. So I'll start with the feathers, and I'm going to cut them all in half, just like this. Okay, and then I'm going to use glue dots to stick them on one of the pecan pie pieces. I'm going to start with my 2 pieces of crumb cake and putting a glue dot kind of on the front side. See how this side looks better than that? This is the front, and this is the front of my pecan pie deckled circle. You can barely see, either side would be okay, but this is the part that I like the best, and I'm gonna just start sticking them on like this. Okay, and what did I do next? I did pumpkin pie next. And you're just making it so they, so that they just overlap a little bit, but they still, they show really well. Okay, so I really like the way the feathers are placed, and I just want to cover up the back to make it a little bit prettier, so I'm going to glue one of my circles on there. Okay, and before I'm done, I'm going to cut a little bit off the bottom, about 3/8 of an inch, just so that it will fit flat on the box. So I'm trying, make sure, your feathers, they're not like this, you want them to be pretty even. So I'm just cutting off a little bit, not quite a 1/2 inch. Okay, the next thing I want to do is go ahead and cut this last circle. So I'll line it up and make a little line. And then I'm just going to cut it off. Okay. Okay, so feathers are done. Now I can work on the face, which is, let me see, let me glue my eyes first. This green glue, or the Tombow, that's my favorite glue, and it once it dries, you don't need very much at all. Once it dries, it's really permanent. I'm using because I don't like glue when it gets all over. You guys don't either. So I'm using the Take Your Pick tool that it has putty right there. And you can pick things up. I'm trying to see where I'm going to use dimensionals for the eyes and I think I'll put them on here first. You could do either way. Put them on the eyes or want them on. Don't put your face over the feathers, okay? This is the one you're going to put the turkey face on. And I think I'll just start by putting the eyes right on this. And you could also put the dimensionals on the eyes. It doesn't matter. Oops, both of them will work. And then I have the regular dimensionals and the mini for the nose. I'm going to try something different and see how this wattle looks. I think it's good. It's really cute. So just putting it a little bit of glue and kind of cramming it in there. But again, you don't want it to go below the bottom of the box. That's cute. I really like that just as well. What do you guys think? Okay, he's good. I need a hat. So for the hat, I'm gonna cut it about 1.5 inches tall, is what I figured. And there's 1.5, so it's, yeah, it's for just cutting off the bottom. Okay, then I'm gonna glue the brim on. So put a little glue on the bottom. There's my brim. Right above that, I'm gonna glue, put a little strip of glue and add the cherry cobbler strip. Make it go right down to the brim. And then I'm gonna use my scissors and just cut off the little extra piece right there. Yeah. There we are. Okay, I have a piece of this really neat glitter paper that is really shiny. You could use any kind of gold glitter or anything that you have. And I cut this little piece 1/2 inch, and then I'm just cut it a little bit longer so it's a little more of a rectangle. So there's my little hat. I'm gonna glue him at an angle on my turkey. So cute. And then find some kind of white embellishments. I'm gonna use, or else you could use, you know, a white pen or something, but I'm gonna use these little iridescent pearl basic jewels and just give him pupils. I know, he's so cute. I love this little thing. So on to the box. I have cut pecan pie cardstock 7 inches by 4.5 inches. And I'm just gonna score it. I'm gonna go ahead and just use my trimmer. Whoops. With the 7-inch part along the top, I'm gonna score it at 1 inch. And then 3 inches, 4 inches, and 6 inches. And then I turn it, and I'm gonna score it at 1 inch and 3.5. Okay, so that's what I've got. I know you can't see it very well. I'm gonna cut the corner squares out first. I usually angle them just a little bit. It fits a little bit nicer if you just cut them a little bit at an angle like that. So instead of cutting straight up, I'm just cutting a little bit over. And I'm just being particular. So you don't necessarily have to do it this way. You could cut it straight up the line and it would be just fine. Okay, got that. Now I'm gonna see the lines. I'm gonna cut these 2 lines up to the score line that goes across it, and these 2 lines down up to the score line. I'll show you. Let me see. And again, I'm going to take a little bit off the little flap. Okay, want to burnish the box with my bone folder. I'm just folding everything in towards the center. And let me see, I'll start by putting glue on these two little flaps. And bringing my box up and folding both those sides together like that. You know, so it's starting to stand up. And just, you know, it'll dry in a few seconds, but you just want to make sure it looks pretty, you know, straight. Let's do these next. Okay. Just going to glue these to the outside like this. So bring it up into a box and just try to get them very straight on there. And once you've got them, go ahead and stick your bone folder in and just crease it like that. It spreads the glue around and just helps it to dry really well. It looks real straight. Okay, last thing I'm going to do is tuck these two folds inside. One and the other one, and you just use your bone folder to again spread the glue, and it helps it dry really nicely. There you go. It's a nice little box. I'm sure you could fit lots of goodies in there. Now you just have to glue my head and tail onto the box. So I'm just putting a bunch of glue on here, fitting it in the center and the bottom, you know, the bottom of the box flush with that one. And then you're going to do the back. So instead of putting glue on this, you don't really know where the box begins and ends. Just go ahead and put it on your box. There you go. Oh, it's so cute. Okay, I'm just gonna carefully set it up so that I make sure it's all gonna stand real well. I think I put that thing on backwards. I did. It's gonna make me crazy. So, okay, I'll fix my thing. You guys have to learn from my mistakes. So I'm going to cut another one of these and glue it over there just so that it looks pretty again. Okay, I'm back. I guess the only good thing about me making mistakes is hopefully that'll prevent you guys from doing the same thing. Okay, I'm just covering this up again. I'm going to cut this, cut the bottom. And okay, now the feathers are on, this is the wrong side, and this looks like the right side of the feathers. I want the right side to be here. So let's see if I can do this correctly. You guys yell at me if I'm doing it wrong. Okay, yes, this is right. Okay, so I want to straight, put it in the middle. Put it down so I make sure it is flat on the ground. And look, that's better. That's pretty funny. Okay, so now it's cute. And I hope you guys have fun making these for your Thanksgiving little gifts. And thank you again for watching my video, for buying my tutorials and subscribing and all that. I hope everyone has a wonderful, happy Thanksgiving. Aloha.